What is up, gamers? Oh my god. Like, oh my freaking god. Not gonna lie, oh wait, I gotta move my dashboard so I can see the shit. Okay, cool. Not gonna lie, had a weird day. Just not in the fucking mood for it tonight. So don't tell me any dang memes that I don't want to hear, like Xenoblade Chronicles X is a good game. No, I'm not hearing none of that. I'm not hearing none of that shit tonight. Lols. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh man, big boys just traversing across the freaking dunes. What is up, Bootstrap G? I thought of this before. I don't really remember if I said this or not, but you should change your name to Boomer Strap G because you're so dang old. Yeah, that's right. I'm freaking mean tonight. I'm just mean because I had a weird day. It wasn't that bad of a day. I'm just being overly dramatic and exaggerating. Eat ass hard E. Well, that's fair. I slid down the dune. Thank you. Sand shark. Gotta love that. Damn, these guys are tough. Ah, shit. I just came off of playing a little bit of yeah, there's fishes hanging out in the desert. They do not give a fuck. I just basically got home, played a bunch of Xenoblade 2, and like I progressed a little bit, but it was mostly just this dumb ass grinding. And I got to a boss fight, and I am demoralized. You know, and I never like to leave a game on a bad note, but I had to, because I had to just stop, because I knew if I kept playing it would be another hour, and I'll be like, okay, I beat this boss, but I'm gonna go back to it, you know, like tomorrow or whatever, and it'll be fine. It won't take that long to actually beat. But, yeah. But I've been playing long-ass JRPGs for a long time. And I'm waiting on that honor. I'm waiting on that, discipline. It really just comes down to which games are a waste of my life and which games are not. And I'm getting better at deciding that, but I wonder if the dynamic between Faye and Citan was supposed to be resembling Back to the Future. Short JRPGs, not really, but well, kind of. Some of my favorite JRPGs are short ones because I really can't fucking stand long ones. But one that is a short one is Final Fantasy 13-2, which that's one of the reasons I really like that game, because it doesn't overstay its welcome. Another one is Final Fantasy X is relatively not that long. I think it might be around 30 hours, which sounds like a lot of time, but for an RPG it really isn't. Like 30 hours is my cutoff for like whether I get pissed at the length of the game. Ah, nice. I got some likes on Twitter. Nice. Damn. It's like as soon as I start streaming, I start getting notifications on my phone. I gotta stop being a millennial or a zoomer and checking that shit out. Oh shit, I'm fucked. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Okay. Can I trigger that cutscene if it... No. Fuck! Sippy is almost the same as before. I have Old Brigand Black Label Barbados Rum. It's like a cheaper rum, but I was pleasantly surprised that when I bought it, it turned out to taste mostly the same as the more expensive rum that I usually buy, so... These Tuscan Raiders suck. Now they just have to miss. Oh. No, they didn't miss me. Okay, this time... Man, it's like I can't even grind. What the hell? What's up with that? I should see if there's any, like, equipment I can buy in this town. There probably is. I'm just being a dumbass. Okay, nice. These are all items that are for characters we have not met yet, except for Ellie. Oh, I've actually equipped that one. Why can't I buy this? Am I an idiot? Wait, did it say how much money I have? Yeah, I have 425 bucks, so what's the problem here? I don't really understand it, but it won't let me buy it yet, so guess I'll die. Yeah, so you have to exit through that arch. What are they? Are they xenogears? I'm worried about Doc. I think I can do the most damage if I do that combo. That's what's up. now I am going to take some medicine, aka hob jerky. And keep running. Okay, did not get an extra encounter that time. I love this little 3D environment. It's just really cool. That's badass. What the heck is that thing? Yes. This shit is crazy. Malik, you dumb. Get in here, Malik. Oh, fuck me. No fucking way. How am I supposed to do this if I can't buy stupid items and I can't exactly grind? I mean, I can try grinding. I need 443 XP to get to the next level. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I thought for some reason I was just able to move him with my mouse, like that was like a feature of the emulator or something. That would have been wild. That would have been positively bonkers. The Sand people ride in single file as to hide their numbers. Yes, I fought in the Clone Wars once with your father. He was an asshole. who's a complete asshole. Gamers, I really don't know what to tell you, gamers. This shit is fucking impossible. This shit is totally dependent on the luck of the draw. Okay. New plan. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back over shit. No, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to go back over by Black Moon Forest, and I'm going to try to grind there, because that's basically the only option that is afforded to me right now. Shit! Facing more of these guys? Didn't I actually beat like a squad of one of these guys once? The last couple times I've just gotten my shit wrecked. Okay, new plan. Ooh. I mean, me too. That's probably right. Yeah, sorry, for me, it was 8:30. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? The day I rode into your village and killed your daddy is a day you'll never forget. But for me, it was Tuesday. I really can't buy any of this shit, apparently. Some guard station. Please be a grass battle, please be a grass battle. Oh no, it's a fucking desert battle! But there's only 3 of them. I think I can beat them. Okay, sweet. And right here, I'm going to eat some jerky, and I'm going to save. Like a boss. I'm inebriated enough that I say things like a boss, which are pretty bad. Oh cool. I love confusing camera angles. Oh yeah, Well Tower is just still sitting here. Fight the Dobbies! Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Honestly, I'm pretty glad that Forest Elf Stone exists, because that would be, honestly, very messed up and scary. Nice. See what I'm talking about? This is that freaking combo system I don't understand. And I got a Zeta Saw. That's a good point, Bootstrap. I don't know why the frick it is called Black Moon, but like they wanted to put a gamer word in the game. Wait, how do I... Oh. Okay. I just remembered something about the battle system here. I'm probably gonna have to research this a little bit more, but whenever you attack and you don't use all your points that are like on the meter on the left, then it collects in the AP bar, and then with the AP like attack points you can do combos based on that. And it's kind of awesome actually because okay, so I need 4 AP I believe to do that combo. It's kind of awesome because every game in the series has had some form of this battle system implemented, and I think that's just kind of cool. At least that's my, that's what I say, based on my observations. Oh shit, and yeah, look, you know, you save up your points and then you can do this super strong combo, so this is the first Xeno game. The only thing closest to a Xeno game before this is Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, because basically all the same people that worked on this worked on that. Like all the same important people, but they're not, you know, I mean there's just like very weak kind of ties to it, but I mean there's definitely a connection there, but you're just kind of grasping for straws at that point. It really begins with this game. Lore. Chrono Cross was like so the composer Mitsuda and the writer Masato Kato, they were both on that from Chrono Trigger, and obviously same composer for this game, and Masato Kato, the writer, also did some writing for this game. But other than that, I'm not sure that there's too much similarity. Yeah, exactly. I'd like to go back to Chrono Cross at some point because, you know, I basically just got 5 hours into it and I just kind of dropped it because it didn't rock my socks off, but you know, obviously there's something there. It's a cool game. A lot of people love it. And of course, the soundtrack. You know, my favorite composer. I really enjoyed the soundtrack. So. Battle start now. Do some calculus. I'm about to end this man's career. You want to know something pretty embarrassing? I don't think I actually really used the combo system that much or at all when I first played the game. I'm playing it for the second time now. Because that's just kind of how I am. Like, I play a lot of games that are considered like hardcore gamer games, but I don't actually do the requisite like research and understanding that I need to play those games properly. So I just like brute force through them. And that's part of the reason why I will never be into Dark Souls or like Souls-like games, even though I want to be. Okay, I only need 74 XP to get to the next level. I'm surprised I've only been fighting elves so far. Oh shit, I guess I can't. Oh yeah, I can. I can go back. I might as well save here. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be a super interesting stream, just because I'm trying to get stronger here before I fight these Tuscan Raiders. I killed them all. Not just the men, but the women and children too. It's a little bit of a Star Wars reference for you. Now I have 6 AP and I'm going to freaking destroy this guy. Gamers, how do you like this? Wait, didn't I level up? I think I did. Wait, next level 32? That's weird. Was that weird, Mr. Fox?
Yeah, that was weird, Eddie.
I thought so. Oh shit! There's 4 of these motherfuckers. See, I think this game did a better job than Final Fantasy VII or basically the PS1 Final Fantasies at like creating enemies. Like the enemies are a bit more natural, but that's not saying much. Because in Final Fantasy VII, in the first hour, you fight a haunted house, and it's just a normal enemy. It's just like this. It's just like this pulsating haunted house. It's so fucking stupid. But speaking of Final Fantasy VII, at some point this year I am going to get to playing Final Fantasy VII and beating it for real this time. Yeah, and it's like there are all kinds of these like weird enemies. I just remember there being a bunch of weird enemies. It might have been like a mini boss, like a haunted house, but that's definitely what it was. But yeah, I want to contend this year. It was almost like one of my resolutions was to get to Final Fantasy VII, and I hope to start Final Fantasy VIII again, because there was one time I started Final Fantasy VIII, and I was confused at the weird battle system, weird magic system, and I got to a point in the story that was like an hour and a half into the game, and I literally got stuck because I was being chased by this giant like boss monster, and I literally wasn't strong enough, or like I didn't even have any magic to cast. So yeah, that really sucked. It's kind of, I don't know this for sure, but it's kind of like my headcanon that this battle system was influenced by the by Sabin. Is it Sabin in FF6? It's either Sabin or fucking what's his brother's name? I don't think it's yeah, I think it's Sabin. Anyway, he had like this combo like fighting game system. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of interesting that 8 is the only one that you've ever beaten or completed. But yeah, it's what I've heard is that once you figure it out, like it's just broken. But I just never got to the point of figuring it out. Like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research before I get to that one. But I'm gonna make myself beat 7 before I get back to that one. So I'm level 9 right now. I'm gonna maybe try to get to level 10 before I go back out. You're gonna lay it out for me. Please lay out the draw system for me, if I remember correctly. That's what it's called. And the GF system. That's fucking hilarious to me that it's called GF. Lols. Suck the magic out of. Man, they really don't want to give me an encounter. Okay, here we go. Junction that shit to your stats or whatever. Okay. I mean, it's good to it's good to know that it's basically like 2 steps, because like the way they made it seem was like it's such a joke of a game in so many ways. Honestly, like I'm really excited to play it because it's probably not going to be as great as I think it is, but what I've heard from people is that like all the different elements of that game that I've heard from people they sound like they'd be right up my alley. Like, oh, it's like a sweet like love story, and then like I read like a spoiler about like kind of the nature of the game, and I was like, ah, shit. But actually, that is kind of up my alley. So there's that, but I don't know. I just love like Tetsuya Nomura designed shit. And that kind of has, I feel like that kind of has his fingerprints all over it. Okay, I'm gonna do Rising. Where am I at? Ah, shit. It might take a while till I level up, so I'm going to head back. Shit. Oh my god. Yeah, love story where no one can be arsed to say the word love in the whole fucking script. I feel you. That does sound awful. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of like late 90s, like, Squaresoft / Tetsuya Nomura type shit, where it's like they want to do something, but they're just like totally kind of inept at actually doing it. So, yeah, let's be there. I'm getting dragged. I'm getting dragged across the rocks here. No, yeah, I really shouldn't make excuses, cause the thing is that like, even though I love late 90s Squaresoft, they do not deserve the fucking hype that people give them. Like, not even this, well, let me qualify that. This game deserves hype on certain conditions, because I still maintain that this game does stuff that no other game has done since. But you're gonna see when I get to hour 20 or hour 30, I am gonna be fucking cussing at this game, and that's for good reason. Because it's arduous bullshit, and like, I agree, the art is so fucking good. But you know what? Like, if you think about a game like Vagrant Story, which was made by the guy who made Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre and Final Fantasy 12, which is a really good game. Vagrant Story is like cool, but it's like I couldn't like put up with it because it's like this dungeon crawling thing. It has like this very unique battle system that I really appreciated it, but it's like ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But that's what kind of makes it. That's Squaresoft, 90s Squaresoft and 90s and 2000s From Software are the same in that regard. Because it's hard to be a Squaresoft and a From Software nerd when they made so many games that were so hard to get into. Like, I tried to stream Eternal Ring, which is basically like if you want to be... Wait, did I just fucking die? Fucking Christ. That's like literally what I was just talking about, is like, okay, at least I saved in the Black Moon Forest, so not everything is lost, but that's literally what I was just talking about, is like gameplay bullshit is what I call it. Just gameplay bullshit. It's partially my own damn fault because I just wasn't paying attention, but... Oh, okay. So see what I did there? Triangle X was actually Raijin. So that was actually the same as if I would have gone into the combo menu and just said, do Raijin. Which is actually a really cool thing about this battle system, is like, it's pretty flexible that way. Is these toilet elves the only enemy in this level? Unfortunately I think yes. If I go into the other area, I think I would get different enemies, which I'm about to do actually, because I need to fight some enemies that give me like hob jerky and like consumables and stuff. I'm just gonna straight up go back this way. Cause like, I know there are enemies back here. Yeah, like this guy. Fucking, let me fight you! Toilet elves. I really love that. Yeah, and see, that, what I just did reminded me of another really cool thing about this battle system, is like, if you're pretty confident that you can kill a weaker enemy in like 2 hits, then you can just abort and you can save yourself the attack points, so you can do a more powerful attack later on. Dark root base and ass looking level. Yeah, pretty much. That makes me sad, because that's literally the farthest I ever got in Dark Souls, is Dark Root Pacing. I said that already, but it's true. You can get some really insane combos when you get Citan back in your party, because eventually he gets a fucking sword, and basically goes, if you'll excuse the expression, beast mode. Yeah, see, I just got 3 hob jerkies. That'll last me a while. Yeah, this is what it's all about. I was thinking about it recently, and like, especially now that I have that game capture card, there's like a shit ton of games I want to stream, so keep a lookout for that, I guess. And again, this is a little bit embarrassing, but I have to admit, I never really noticed like that little indicator on the bottom. So like if I do an attack here, it shows the triangle, and then it shows the highlighted thing is X. So if I hit X right now, I'm gonna do a Raijin, which is honestly pretty brilliant. And I don't even lose AP if I do that, so I was a fucking idiot the first time I played this game. I just did not absorb any of this shit. Sore. I think it says sore, like sore. Let's see. Sonic Empreg! Okay. Yeah, let's just go with that. It says, mistakes into miracles. Here we go, here's some fucking... Here's some Hobbs. They're called hobgobs, apparently. Oh yeah, and then another thing, I just keep remembering shit about this, but yeah, so if you see how big the AP bar is, if I store up a shit ton of points, then I can do multiple Raijins or multiple other combos. So, yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, like, this kind of shit is throughout this whole series. Like, the general philosophy of the battle system is that, like, the individual attacks, like, kind of build on each other and combine into something bigger, and then you can use it for something more powerful later on in battle, which I'm a big fan of this philosophy. Okay, I'm level 9. I got Hob Jerky. I am going to go... Arcane Rod! Honestly, it probably is for bosses, and I probably would have had a lot easier time with this game if I would have realized all that the first time I played it. Can we get a rip in the chat? But I mean, it's good that I'm realizing all this now, like in the first couple hours of this game. So. Rip. R.I.P. Gotten into the bad habit of saying rip at like everything. Because I had this coworker who I really hated, but he would say rip after everything. So then whenever something bad happened to him, we would say rip. And then you know how it goes from there. It just, you know, you start saying rip at everything. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to exit forest and also save once I get to the overworld. Like a smart little girl. Yeah, I'm fucking 2 hours and 20 minutes into this thing. That's 1/30th of the playtime, maybe? Anyway, I'm going to be right back. Yeah. Oof, I feel like it's... Oh, right on. I actually played Dungeons & Dragons at work, but that was because some people were wanting to start a, some people were wanting to start a group. And, like, I had never played Dungeons & Dragons before, so, like, I was like, yeah, I want to give that a try. And so I did. And it's been going on for like over a year, and I honestly just kind of want it to be over. Like, it's been a relatively fun time, but it's gotten to the point where like every scheduled day that we have it comes up, I just kind of feel this dread in my gut, because it's like, I feel like I'd have to have a really specific game of Dungeons & Dragons for me to get really into it. Because what I realized shortly after I started is that it's just straight up improv. Or a lot of it is like, for, you know, improv and stuff, so... And I'm not necessarily good at that, and also I don't know how much I should be like role-playing. I don't know. It's a tough line to walk. didn't die after that? What the fuck? What the hell? Well, at least I have a very up-to-date save file. Rip in pieces, Dune. Yeah. I also honestly wonder if the writer of these games was influenced by Dune at all. Cause like, I'm a decently big Dune fan, I guess. And that would be cool. I mean, we know it was influenced by Arthur C. Clarke. But beyond that, I'm not too sure. Ooh, here we go. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Okay. Thank God, he just breathed on me. I am a fan of the books. I saw the movie when I was like really little, and my dad was really into David Lynch. But just in the past like year, I've read the first 2 Dune books, and I'm a pretty big fan of those. And I cannot fucking wait for the new Denis Villeneuve film adaptation, because he's like one of my favorite directors now. And it's like I fail to see how he cannot do that justice. I mean, it could be like the first time that he fucks up, but I'm excited. I'm stoked as hell. Hell yes. Okay. Now I'm going to give this part a try again. Now that I got some levels under my belt. I've got some hobgobs, some forest elves under my belt. Yes, this is an emulator. This is EPSXE, PlayStation 1 emulator. And actually, something I did not know about this emulator is that, like, you know how normally with emulators you kind of need to like supply your BIOS files or whatever. This one comes with one, and they give a disclaimer. It's like, oh yeah, it's not really that good. but I do not have BIOS files for a PS1, and I'm just using the ones that it came with, like out of the box, and like everything seems to be working fine so far. So, so I was pretty happy with that. But. And then for PS2 emulation, I use PCS X2. I don't actually even know if there are any other big ones out there. But I've had a really good time with PCS X2. It's basically like sometimes it takes a little bit of tweaking depending on the game, but it's been really pretty reliable. So, and I cannot believe I just beat those guys. I've noticed some things, like if you notice how the sprites, like they kind of have like a clear line through them sometimes during some animations and stuff, but it's not a big deal to me. And I think this is like slightly higher resolution than native. I'll probably look into that a little bit more. Yeah. I'm a little bit salty because I played Final Fantasy 12 in 1080p in like 2015 or 2016. And then like shortly after that, they announced the HD remaster, and I was like really salty because I was like, Final Fantasy 12, I was like yelling at people. I was like, this game cannot be played in anything less than 1080p because that would be a crime, because it's such a beautiful game. Even if you just play the straight up PS2 version of it, there are so many like textures and details and everything that are so beautiful, and like, but then, you know, there is the HD remaster and I bought it immediately, but I have not played it since I played it on the emulator. And yeah, some games are just super slow, and it's like I have a gamer rig, and sometimes sometimes it does not want to play things at the normal speed they should be played. Oh, these guys. I'm just gonna do Raijin. Oh, sweet, I'm level 10. Oh shit, yeah, I learned some arts. Okay, this is gonna make things actually probably a lot easier from now on, to be honest. So I go into abilities. I have inner healing now. Fuck yes. Okay, that's kind of what I was waiting for. For some reason, this this makes me want to play Monster Hunter. I've never actually played Monster Hunter, and to be honest, I'm a little bit scared to play it. Because, well, first of all, I just don't think it's probably not my thing, just judging by what I know about it, but but like, apparently, you know, what I've heard is that the mechanics are really kind of shitty in the beginning. And so if I started playing World right now, oh fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the combo system I'm fucking talking about. It just gets more and more elaborate, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I hear. And there's so many other games that like I feel like are that much more up my alley that like I just need to get to first. Oh. Story of my life. It has to be an esoteric game for it to even count. I will say if I ever do find the first one or like the original one for PS2 for a decent price, I will buy it, but that's just because I'm like a hardcore PS2 collector. Okay, sweet. Got to the next screen. I don't remember exactly what happens next, but I think we meet Bart pretty soon. But I think this is Solaris that's hovering above us, so I can't remember. I do have a 3DS. Isn't it like Generations they have for that or something? I can't remember. I think there's like a couple. I love the animation of these mechs just jumping across. For You is the best one. Okay. Noted. I love this shit. It's so awesome. Sonic! Okay. I'm gonna use Inner Healing. Oh man, more dunes? Yeah, I gotta say, going off and grinding was actually the right call. Oh yeah, and honestly, as somebody who's not super familiar with Monster Hunter, these do look like Monster Hunter enemies. Like they do have like a very organic kind of look to them. but they look definitely like kind of monsters. Alright, let's see. Hoping I will be able to save soon. Oh my god. I'm getting hella Skrilla just by fighting in this desert. You feel me? That's a motorcycle. Xenogears. Welcome, Thomas. I assume it's Thomas. Yeah. I hope Doc's alright.
Yeah! Wah!
Nice. Nice. Hell yes. I forgot this was even in the game. You know, this is just one of the things I love about this game and like the excess of late 90s like Squaresoft RPGs in general is like they have whole sections like this where like, you know, somebody had to model that motorcycle and direct the scene and like, you know, do all this crap. Just amazing. And there's a lot more shit like this. Yeah, did you go and see Endgame? How'd you like it? I saw Endgame on Friday night. Oh fuck. The more I thought about it and the more I talked to other people, I kind of think that Infinity War is better, but Endgame was decent as well. Endgame was just like I want to talk about spoilers, but if anybody is watching this and they do not want to hear Endgame spoilers, either say so in the chat or leave. I think somebody just joined actually, which is not good. But my favorite part of Endgame was when Captain America turned into Joe Biden. No, but I feel like, strangely enough, Endgame, aside from a few like maybe shocking points, Endgame was basically just like kind of an obligation. Like they had to wrap up. Oh God. Yeah, everything just happened in Endgame. Like everything happened. You know, they had to wrap up all this stuff, and for 9 out of 10 things that they wrapped up, it basically went like how I wasn't necessarily surprised with the way that they wrapped it up. It's like you can say that there's a Fortnite scene, and like honestly, it's like not even shocking because like so many things happen, and like they reference so many dumb things. Like they talk about Back to the Future and shit. There's that signature Marvel humor in there. Yeah, it totally is. It's like the Smash Brothers of like movies almost.